Hey parents, tonight we have homework and I have this homework so that they can prepare for our quiz tomorrow. All this we have gone over in class. They went over it last week while I was out and the week before. And so they should know how to do it. And I have notes in their composition book that you can go back and um, look up any of this information if you need any help. But I wanted to go over a few of the questions with you, and then I will post the rest of the answers online in just a little while. So number one says convert each improper fraction to a mixed number. So in order to convert from a improper fraction to a mixed number, we have to divide. So we have, on this one, we're going to divide 31 divided by 4. I don't have a whole lot of room, so I'm just going to kind of do it towards the top up here. 31 divided by 4. So you ask yourself, how many times will 4 go into 31 without going over? So the answer is 7. So 7 times 4 is 28, and then there's 3 left over. So this information here tells us our mixed number. The answer, the quotient, is the whole number, and then the remainder is the numerator, and the 4 is the denominator. So the answer would be 7 3/4. 7 3/4. For this one, B, 17 halves, you would divide 2 into 17, or 17 divided by 2. And I will do that. How many times will 2 go into 17 without going over? And the answer is 8, because 8 times 2 is 16. There's 1 left over. Our answer is our whole number, 8. The remainder is our numerator, 1 half. So the answer is 8 1/2. Okay. Let's do number 2. It says convert each mixed number to an improper fraction. Now, I showed them a couple ways to do this, but then I showed them what we call our trick on how to solve this. And what you do is you multiply the denominator times the whole number. So 4 times 5, which is 20, and you add the numerator, 3. So 20 plus 3, that's 23. And then you leave the denominator the same, 23/4. For here, 7 1/2, you're going to multiply 2 times 7, which is 14. Add the 1, 15. 15 halves. Okay. Now, when we add mixed numbers and subtract mixed numbers, our first step, a lot of times, is going to be written side to side like this. On our test, they're actually going to be written in word problem form. And so they'll have to go in and decipher whether they add or they subtract, but there's those keywords there that they should know. But they're still going to be written side to side. So I have told them that you need to rewrite this up and down. And so they can do this on scratch paper or on the back, but they were going to need to rewrite the problems up and down. And so I'm going to do that just right over here. 4 6/8 plus 5 4/8. And we'll add that. You start, that step 1 is to put them up and down. Step 2 is to write down the denominator so we don't forget what our denominator is. Now we're going to add the numerator, 6 plus 4, that's 10. And then we add the whole numbers, 4 plus 5, which is 9. So our answer is 9 10/8. Well, 10/8 here, this is an improper fraction because the numerator is larger than the denominator. So I have to change this to a mixed number and add it to our 9. So if I'm changing an improper fraction to a mixed number, I do what I did for number 1, I'm going to go back and divide. So I'm going to put that up here, 8, 10. I'm sorry, I don't have room. But 8 will go into 10 how many times? 1 time, 1 times 8. 8 with 2 left over. So this is my new mixed number, 1 2/8. So I'm going to add that 1 2/8 to my 9 here, and I'm going to get 10 2/8, and that is the answer. This actually can be simplified even more. We can divide the top and the bottom by 2, but and get 10 1/4, and that would be a right answer, or if they left it at 10 and 2/8, I would accept that as well. I'm going to clear it now and show you the subtraction. Subtraction we did today. Subtract the following mixed numbers. Again, they're written side to side, and so I would want them to rewrite this up and down. I'm just going to find the space over here. It's picking up. 8 and 2/7 minus 1 and 5/7. Okay. The first step would be to write it up and down, and now I can see that the 2 is smaller than the 5. So if I have 2, I can't subtract 5. So if that's the case, I'm going to convert both of these into an improper fraction, subtract it, and then flip it back to a mixed number. So if I'm changing this to an improper fraction, I would say 7 times 8, which is 56, plus 2, 58/7. And then I'm going to change this to an improper fraction. 7 times 1, 7 plus 5 is 12, 12/7. So now I can subtract. I can subtract 58 minus 12. And when I do that, I get 46/7. 46/7, that is an improper fraction that needs to be converted back to a mixed number to get the answer for A here. So to change this, I'm going to divide it out. 46 divided by 7. How many times will 7 go into 46 without going over? 6 times. And 6 times 7 is 42 with 4 left over. So now this is my new answer, my mixed number. The answer is the whole number, 6. And then the remainder is the numerator, 4/7. So 8 and 2/7 minus 1 and 5/7 is 6 and 4/7. Also, today I've asked all the classes if I were to plot this number on the number line, between which two whole numbers would this be between? And all 3 classes did really well with this, but that's going to be another type question that's going to be on the test. So if that was a question for this one, what 2 whole numbers would 6 and 4/7 be between on a number line? It'd be 6 and 7. Because it's a little more than 6 whole pieces, but it's less than 7. And so plotting this on a number line, which is very important for them to be able to do, would be between 6 and 7. I'm going to post the rest of these answers. If you have any questions, just feel free to message me. I'm back. I'm feeling much better, and so I can answer any questions you have.